Another series drop coming to Marvel Snap in about a week and a half or so. So is it worth it right now going back and picking up some of these strong Series 4 cards like Bast or Shuri, knowing that they're probably going to be reduced in less than a week and a half? Well, I went ahead and purchased Bast in the token shop this past weekend, knowing full well that it's going to be reduced in cost in just a few short weeks. So let's see how much of a difference Bast makes to our deck right now. And if you want to see how well this deck climbs, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button. Let's go snap it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Marvel Snap fans. Welcome back to the Valley Snap channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. And if you celebrated Easter, hopefully you had a happy Easter. Now we're talking about this bounce deck with Darkhawk and Bast. It's not a budget-friendly deck, but it's a very strong deck in their current meta that I've been wanting to test, but I've been missing one card, Bast. The question that I'm trying to answer in this video: does Bast make a big difference in this deck, or can you use some of these more budget decks? We're gonna answer that question, but if you're your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Snap content, at least 5 Marvel Snap videos per week on the channel with deck ideas, tips, tricks, everything to help your Marvel Snap experience. Let's go take a look at this deck. And this was a deck featured on Cozy Snap channel a little while back, and this was a deck that I've been wanting to try. Now, we did feature a similar deck on this channel. There's a big replacement card in this that we have now that we didn't have before. Bast, we had Falcon in this place, but pretty much every other card in this deck was the same. So we have Bast here. The great thing about Bast, on reveal, setting the power of all your cards in your hand to 3, and that's going to increase the power of Hood. That's going to increase the power of Iceman, Korg, every card in our deck, or most of the cards that we have in our deck. That's going to increase that base power. 2 exceptions though. One is Mysterio. It's going to reduce this normal Mysterio from 4 to 3, but the illusions, instead of being 0 power, are going to be 3 power. So it's a net gain using Bast. And the other card here is America Chavez, reducing her from a 9 powered card to a 3 powered card. Now, because this is only drawn at the 6th turn, no harm in using Bast, because you're not usually playing Bast on one of these final turns of the game. Normally you're playing Bast on one of these early turns. So the only 2 cards that can get affected by Bast negatively are not really either going to get affected, or it's not really a net negative. Now, we do have Hit Monkey in this deck, so this is a Season Pass based deck, and we do have Darkhawk in this deck, who's another Series 4 card. So we have a couple Series 4 cards, but you know, Falcon was in this slot here, and I guess the question is Falcon better than Bast? Falcon does a few things better than Bast. One of them is pulling back your 1-cost cards in a certain locations, certain games where your locations really hinder you. Falcon's going to work better. In other games, if you pull this Bast right early and you have the good cards in your hand, well, Bast is going to be better. So I guess it's a net wash, because sometimes I prefer Bast, sometimes I would prefer that Falcon. But Hood is in here because if we run this Hood early and we also run that Demon, the great thing is we have a 0-cost Hood, but we also have a 0-cost Demon as well, especially if this is a 3-powered Hood that Bast hit. Well, no negatives there, just all positives that we could bring back with Beast. And in this Beast deck, well, we want Beast returning a lot of cards early to our hand to bring their power down. Not necessarily early, but we want these cards returned to our hand so they can play them at least on that final turn of the game. We have our usual suspects in a Hit Monkey deck, and that is Bishop, because after we play a card, Bishop is going to gain another piece of power. Angela is in this deck as well, and Angela goes well in all Hit Monkey decks, along with Bishop and Mysterio as well. All these cards go great in these Hit Monkey decks. Now, we also have Darkhawk as one of our win conditions, trying to get a lot of power in that Darkhawk lane. And we have to power up that Darkhawk is Korg to potentially give a rock to our opponent. And if we could potentially draw this back with Beast, we could potentially give 2 rocks to our opponent, pretty much giving us +2 power in our Darkhawk lane. All right, the other cards that we have here is Black Widow, and that's going to add a Widow's Bite. And what the Widow's Bite is, means our opponent can't play cards when they have this in their hand. So we have 2 Darkhawk type cards to help our Darkhawk. We don't have the big Darkhawk card in the Rock Slide, because it's just a little too much power there. We want to run a lot of low-cost cards in this deck, followed up by America Chavez. We don't have Sarah in this deck to reduce some of those cards as well. So this is a deck we're running disruption cards, some cards that can power up other cards, low-cost cards that can power up our Hit Monkey, and then debilitating cards like Korg, Black Widow that can power up our Darkhawk, and Bast just makes this deck a lot better. All right, in a lot of the situations, all right, but let's see how to pilot this deck, guys. We've got a lot of fun games ahead for you. All right, we got an Angela, Korg, Darkhawk, looking good in our deck so far. First card we're playing here is Destroyed, so let's get Bast out right now. Making Angela a little more powerful, Korg a little more powerful, and Darkhawk starting with a base power of 3 instead of 0, and that opens up that Vormir. That's perfect for us. It would have been better to hit a few other cards. On reveal effects are happening twice at this location. Throwing down this hood in Vormir would have been better, but we could get two. We could get 2 of these dudes. We could get 2 of the demons, and we could give them a couple of these Korgs as well, or a couple rocks with our Korg. Right, they're destroying their swarm, not discarding it, destroying it. You go Angela here, and Korg, and hopefully saving this last turn for Hit Monkey. Or we can switch this up. I definitely want to go Korg here. Let's go Angela here, and turn 4 we could go 1 demon, potentially 2 demons. Let's see what they throw out. All right, so they destroy a Hell Cow. I don't think they want to destroy that Hell Cow. They destroy their Dracula. I don't think they wanted to do that either. Probably try to target an Apocalypse and just bad RNG. All right. We're gonna go ahead and throw this demon out there. I'm gonna say there's a very high chance that it's not gonna get destroyed. Let's throw 1 more demon. And we'll save this 2 power. I do want to do Hit Monkey on Camouflage. But I think next turn we go Darkhawk unprotected in on Vormir. What did they just throw on Vormir? Is it a Cosmo? No, it's a Collector. Right, really leaning into that archetype. We got 19 power there. None of it is Shang-Chi-able. I think we win Hala. Let's go. And I think we're going to win middle location as well. As long as we Hit Monkey there. We got a bunch of cards with Mysterio. We played 2 cards on Vormir. We could save that Iceman to power up that Hit Monkey as well. All right, I'm pretty sure we win Hala. There's nothing they could do about that. Unless, yeah, even with a Galactus, they're not able to do too much. We have the Darkhawk giving us 15 power right now. There's our America Chavez. All right, here we go. We Hit Monkey here. A couple extra effects there. We have 2 extra power there, or 2 other cards there. And we did Bast that. I believe, yeah, we did Bast the... Did we Bast the Mysterio? No, we didn't. We Bast the Angela, Korg, and Darkhawk. Mysterio did not get Bast. But I think this should be enough power. In Vormir and with Mysterio. Let's go with this. Mysterio's gonna play a few different cards. There's that Hit Monkey. They don't play anything on Camouflage. We're trying to win Vormir, but we win Camouflage. Did we win Hala? What could they get? Are they bringing everything back with Hela? That's the only thing. No, they go America Chavez. They don't even compete for the middle one, right? Interesting play there. All right, we got an Angela, Mysterio, Darkhawk in hand on turn 1. Baxter Building is a far left location. We have a Black Widow in hand. Nothing to play on turn 1. We're gonna go ahead and skip right now. Human Torch running some kind of move deck. Interesting. You don't see too many move decks. The 3-cost card, moving it over to Asteroid M in the middle. Where do we go? I think we will go Angela on the Baxter Building. Although early Black Widow is not very fun either. So if we play Bishop, it's going to get moved to Asteroid M. I think we just play it on Asteroid M. They're going Dagger. So what move cards do they have right now? All right, there. That's That is exactly where we're going to play our Darkhawk here. So let's go with Black Widow, Bast right now. Then we could get Bishop out a little bit more power. That'll equal the amount of power that we would have had with Bishop. We're going to throw this on Asteroid M. Our Darkhawk's getting more power, so Onslaught Citadel even more spicy with that, starting with 3 power. We still don't have our Korg in hand, though. All right, there's a multiple man. There's a Black Widow. This would be an awesome Baxter building location for a Beast. And just kind of leaning in. Hopefully we get that Beast. Let's run this Korg here. We may have to sacrifice this location if we don't draw that Beast. We're going Hulkbuster. Oh, great for them. Loading up on that multiple man. And there's the Widow's Bite. All right, so loading them up with junk. Let's get even more junk off for them. Turn 5. We have the Hood. We're gonna get a bunch of power on this Darkhawk. Do they have Shang-Chi? Let's play this now. Let's play this on Asteroid M. And hopefully we still have enough power maybe to win the Baxter building or still win Asteroid M. I do want to get that 1-cost card. We don't have a Hit Monkey. We don't have, or we do have Bishop to make it worth that Mysterio. All right. Oh, what was I thinking? It gets pulled to Asteroid M. What was I thinking there? All right, we get a multiple man. We're gonna get another multiple man there. Big misplay on my part. All right, it gets filled up. We currently don't have a bunch of power. I think we go to Mysterio Demon. It's gonna put the same amount of power here. And it'll load up Bishop a little bit. We're kind of sacrificing Baxter building. Hopefully they play that Heimdall. They have we have the tempo. So if they want to play that Shang-Chi in the middle, they can Shang-Chi us. But I think we're going to go with other locations if they do that. All right, we play our Mysterio. Only 2 cards instead of 3. And a little more power to Angela. A little bit more power to that Bishop. There's a Nakia. Gets pulled over to Asteroid M. Looks like we're winning Asteroid M. You go Iron Fist. Nothing gets moved over, so we win Asteroid M. We win Baxter building, but they have Onslaught Citadel with that slight misplay with Darkhawk, but it still works out at the end. All right, we have an Iceman Korg, Bishop all on turn 1, Rickety Bridge. This is the location on the far left. We're going to try not to play there, at least right now. Let's look to hopefully screw up their hand a little bit with this Beast. Or with this Iceman, excuse me. It hits our Black Widow. Not great for us, but not the worst thing either. Especially if we don't draw Darkhawk. Oh, that is not good for us. But what we can do is throw down a Hood here, giving us a card in hand. And hopefully they don't debris or a Green Goblin or something. I would like to pull these cards back with Beast. Not sure if I should start to play this right now because we don't have Beast in hand. We just gamble. I'll play this Bishop on far left. We're gonna destroy their Iceman. We don't have an armor to protect that lane if we want to keep it. All right, there's a Hit Monkey. Let's throw this Bishop down now, and I hope it does not transform into Rickety Bridge. Shadowland wouldn't be great either. All right, destroys our Iceman. Not the best. I would have liked to destroy that ninja. They gambled and they got it right. All right, so it turns into Rickety Bridge. This is going to be ugly. All right, let's throw that on our Darkhawk now. Not many options right now. Let's see what we got. They go the Korg back, giving us a rock. And yeah, our Bishop gets destroyed. Their Korg gets destroyed. Let's give him a Black Widow. All right, they go into that section as well. Probably loading us up with some junk. No, they go Khazar, but that is gonna get destroyed. Ah, what a Libening location here. Just make sure we win this here. We'll put this there. Gonna give a little extra power to that hit monkey. Even if they run Shang-Chi. We still outpower it with our hit monkey. I think we're good here. There's no way they could win either of the rickety bridges unless they throw down the armor or Scarlet Witch it. They haven't shown a lot of their cards. Let's play this out. Shang-Chi doesn't win it for them. Yet it is Ultron. And all of those are destroyed. Everything is destroyed. But we have 14. They have 11. We got it. Weird locations, but we managed to get the victory. All right, here we go. We got a Beast, Hit Monkey, Darkhawk. We got our finishing cards, but nothing too crazy yet. We're not going to play this rock, but they do have a large deck right now because of those rocks that were shuffled into their hand. They're going Hood right now. And, already unlucky. Just a bunch of rocks that we're getting out right now. Let's continue with this, and hopefully that strange, or hopefully subterranean that didn't screw us up too bad. All right, they're giving us their junk. We're getting some kind of junk Viper deck here. Shuri's Lab is that big location. We have nothing with a strong base power to even merit the play, but we can do this. We could run a few rocks there at Shuri's Lab, pull them back with Beast. That'd be enough. They go with Zabu, so they have a potential cards there. And I actually like this and that better. We'll pull all this stuff back with Beast, and we'll run it again on Shuri's Lab. All right, so we have a 4 power on Shuri's Lab with our Beast. Nothing on Strange Academy, but that is a potential good location for a Darkhawk. All right, everything gets pulled back in our hand. A 4 power Beast right now. You have 9 hours. All right, so run this Angela. Running that demon wouldn't be the best thing. If we had a bishop, this would be good. This 1-cost rock would be great as well. I don't want to get these out. Do I just want to go Darkhawk here? And then hopefully we could hit monkey that final turn. Let's go Darkhawk here. Again, very risky. Actually, no. Let's take that back. Angela, Darkhawk, and we'll hold off on our demon right now. For that, all right. Okay, so there goes Sarah. That is one of the cards that we would be awesome on our deck. We go Angela. Slightly winning at the location right now. We'll be able to get a Korg or something out. Alright, so we could go with a lot of locations here. With Demon here. Hit Monkey here. Run that, and 1 power there. All right, so that should load up our Hit Monkey. Yeah, they didn't like that. All right. So that is this Dark Bounce deck, guys. Hopefully you have a lot of fun with it. And in my opinion, I do enjoy this Bast version of this deck better. Falcon is great. Falcon is great in certain situations. It's actually better in certain situations than Bast. But I think Bast gives you a lot more flexibility, especially if you draw that card early. And this deck is very, very fun. So let me know how you're enjoying this deck, guys. If you have some replacements, if you don't have some of these cards, let me know what you're using to replace some of these cards. American Chav is not necessarily needed in this deck, but I think based on these archetypes, you do need Darkhawk, you do need Hit Monkey, and those are the main, and you do need Beast. So those are the 3 main cards, but a lot of the other ones are replaceable in this deck. So let me know how you enjoy it. Hopefully you have a lot of fun with it. We got more decks, we got more tips, we got more news on Marvel Snap coming up on this channel. So if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button again. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like button. It does help the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Hulk Fist Bump ValleyFlyin out.